Good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss about load modeling and its characteristics. The term previous class or previous video we told that what is meant by load. Group of devices which consumes electrical energy from the supply lines is called load. The operation of power system greatly influenced by nature of load. You know that the load factor, demand factor, diversity factor for different types of loads already we classified. Based on classification, the nature of load depends on operation of power system. It is essential to know the variation of real and reactive powers with the voltage for load modeling. For simulation purpose also we are using PV model, QV model, like that. So many models are there. The following are the various ways to represent load modeling: constant current model, constant impedance model, and constant power model. These are the three models we are using to represent load modeling. Constant current model. In this constant current model, as the name itself, it shows that current is the maintained constant. By assuming current is the constant, the modeling will be done. That is, in this model, voltage is to be assumed to vary and the current drawn by the load is constant. So that I1 equal to I2. Suppose whatever be the current, different types of loads, the currents are equal. The power at voltage V1 is given by, we know that power is in single phase VI cos phi. The power at voltage V2 is P2 equal to V2 I2 cos phi 2. Since I1 equal to I2, we assumed that P1 by, from that I1 equal to what we will get, P1 by V1 I1 cos phi 1, that equal to P2 by V2 I2 cos phi 2. V1 and V2 we can written as like that. Since I1 equal to I2, from that P2 equal to V2 cos phi 2 by V1 cos phi 1 into P1. Because cos phi 2 cos phi 1 both are equal, assume that load power factor is same. From that P2 equal to V2 by V1 into P1. V2 by V1 into P1, therefore power is proportional to voltage we will get. Hence PV model or QV model both are say proportional to voltage. Q is proportional to voltage, P also proportional. Real power is proportional to voltage, reactive power also proportional to voltage. In similar way, QV model, the reactive power at voltage V1 is given by Q1 equal to V1 I1 sin phi 1. The reactive power at voltage V2 is given by Q2 equal to V2 I2 sin phi 2, you will get. Now we are equating V1 and V2, the reactive powers, Q1 by V1 I1 sin phi 1 equal to Q2 by V2 I2 sin phi 2. From that Q2 equal to V2 I2 sin phi 2 by V1 I1 sin phi 1 into Q1. Because the power factors are same and currents also same, we can cancel each other. Q2 by Q1 equal to V2 by V1 or Q2 equal to V2 by V1 Q1. Therefore, we can say that Q reactive power Q is proportional to voltage, and previously real power also equal to proportional to voltage. Coming to constant impedance model. What is the constant impedance model? Impedance to be maintained constant. In this case, impedance of the load remains constant. We know that impedance is the ratio of V by I, that is voltage to current ratio may be assumed as impedance. That may be assumed constant. The power at voltage V1 equal to P1 equal to V1 I1 cos phi 1. The power, similarly previously what we written, power at voltage V2 equal to P2 equal to V2 I2 cos phi 2. From that P1 equal to V1 I1 cos phi 1, we can write I1 in terms of Z1, Z and V1 cos phi 1, we can write I equal to what, which is I equal to V by Z. We can substitute here V1 into V1 Z cos phi 1, that equal to V1 square Z by cos phi 1. Similarly, P2 equal to V2 I2 cos phi 2, we can write I2 as a impedance. From this I equal to V by Z, we are substituting V2 by Z cos phi 2, that equal to V2 square by 2 by Z cos phi 2. Assume that 1 and 2 equations. Equating 1 and 2 equations, then what we will get, P1 equal to P2, that equal to V1 square by Z cos pi 1 equal to V2 square by Z cos pi 2. From that V2 square by P2 cos phi 2 equal to V1 square by P1 cos phi 1. We can write like that. Therefore, P2 equal to V2 square by V1 square cos phi 2 into P1 we can write. From that, power equal to proportional to power factors both are same. Power is proportional to V square we will get. That means in constant impedance model, the load representation is proportional to real power is proportional to voltage square. That is the constant impedance model representation. Coming to constant power model. In this power model, power is maintained constant, power or demand regardless of voltage. Voltage may be vary and current may be vary. For power invariance P1 equal to V2, because constant power model, constant power will be there. That means power is invariant, not variant. It is P1 equal to P2. From that, Q1 equal to Q2. If P1 equal to P2, then Q1 equal to Q2, we will get V1 I1 cos phi 1 equal to V2 I2 cos phi 2. Similarly, V1 I1 sin phi 1 equal to V2 I2 sin phi 2. That is about a constant power model. Coming to the problems based on load factor and loss factor. Assume that the annual load input to primary feeder is 2000 kilowatt. A computer program which calculates the voltage drop and I square R losses shows that total copper losses at a time of peak load is PS or I square R summation equal to 100 kilowatt. Total losses are 100 kilowatt. The total annual energy supplies to the sending end of the feeder is 5.61 into 10 power 6 kWh. It is 10 power 6 kWh. By using the equation 2.40, or it is assumed that one equation 2.40, what is the relation between loss factor and load factor, that equation we have to use. Determine the annual loss factor, calculate the total annual copper losses and energy and its value at 0.03 per kWh. Okay, it is the very important question, numerical problem based on electrical distribution system. It is very important. It is also previously asked in examination. From the given data, annual peak load we assumed that PL. Assume that annual peak load is 2000 kilowatt. Average power losses or I square R losses given that 100 kilowatt. They given that power losses are I square R equal to 100 kilowatt. Annual energy equal to 5.61 into 10 power 6 kWh they are given. Or annual average load also given. Annual energy given means if you divide it with the number of hours in a year, you will get the annual average load also. Loss factor we have to calculate, load factor also we have to calculate. We know that load factor FLD equal to average load by maximum demand. The ratio of average load to maximum demand gives load factor. We know that average load factor equal to annual average load divided by annual maximum demand. From this, it is a load factor. Annual average load factor, if you want to know annual average load factor, annual average load divided by annual maximum demand. Average load by maximum demand. FLD average equal to 5.61 into 10 power 6 divided by 8760 hours by annual maximum demand is they given that 2000 kilowatt annual maximum demand is. From that we can calculate load factor. That is 0.32. If you know the load factor, we can easily calculate the loss factor. The loss factor relationship is 0.3 load factor plus 0.7 F load factor square. That is annual loss factor is, if you substitute this, you will get annual loss factor is 0.167. It is very simple. What is the formula we have to remember is annual load factor. If you want to calculate annual average load divided by maximum demand, we have to provide. That is the ratio we have to consider. Annual average load in terms of hours they given. In terms of kilowatt hours they given. Kilowatt hours if you given, if they given divided by number of hours if you done, then you will get average load in kilowatt. It is kWh. If you divide by number of hours will be get cancelled, then maximum demand in kilowatt or megawatt you will get. That we done here 8760 by 2000. From that we can calculate annual average load factor. Average load factor we calculated. From that loss factor we calculated. This is the problem how to do. It is very important. Simple question, but the problem may be lengthy, but you can answer easily.